And you have a lot of success that we've had in football. It's real hard to pinpoint the MVP. We have a lot of kids that will deserve it. But the one thing we talk about all the time, the most important thing is our team. We have an unbelievable team. We have a lot of guys that work hard. We have a lot of guys that were very unselfish and move from position to position. And because of that, we were able to have a lot of success. When I got here 2 years ago, I walked in to a place that had run the Veer offense for 12 years. And when I got here, I was really excited. I liked the Veer offense, got a lot of good things, but the one thing I wanted to do is be able to be very multiple. We're going to play great defense like we talked about. We've done that. And we're going to be able to get a lot of formations, and we're going to be able to run the football, which we did that, and we're going to be able to throw the football, which we have done that as well. In our first year here, we broke all offensive records. But the easiest choice I've had to make as a football coach in Hutto was when I came in here and I pulled a young man in my office and I looked him in the eye and I told him, "You will now be my quarterback." And I did that, and I replaced the kid that's a D1 football player right now that was a quarterback. And with that, what we were able to do is do a lot of different things. And we've had a lot of fun through that process. But one thing I do remember is also pulling that young man in my office this summer and having an encouraging talk, as Sonetta would say, with this young man. And I told him, I said, "Your position and my position have put us in an opportunity to be the face of Hutto football. You might not like that, but you better embrace that." And from that point on, that young man led our football team with his teammates to consecutive district championships. He has many records that he's left behind, but the one thing that I will remember as we talk about memories and relationships is what happened during one game of this season. In every man's life, every woman's life, we come to a crossroads, a time where everything's gone bad, and we have a choice. At that point in time, you can quit, or a lot of you guys on the video games hit the reset button. Ain't no reset button on Friday night. Or you can find a way to fight and get the advantage back on your side. Our second district football game, we traveled down the road to Manor, Texas. We felt real good about that game. We were undefeated. We were beating them 41-0 the year before at halftime. And so the first half of football was the worst half of football I've ever witnessed in my entire life. And at halftime, I gave a very calming, relaxing, motivational speech to encourage our football team to be the best we can be. And as we walked out there, down by 2 scores, we kicked off to them. And they ran the opening kickoff back of the second half to put us down by 3 scores. And I looked at Coach Carter, and I laughed. And I just laughed. And then I looked at my quarterback coming to the sideline to get the play, and I saw a look in his eye. And he had that look. And I looked at him and I said, "Lead us back." And what we did that night was that whole team showed our true character. That whole team showed an unbelievable fight that allowed us to win that game, that allowed us to defend our championship. That young man, with the help of his teammates, accounted for all scores in the second half. And we were able to take the lead or tie the football game and then hit them on the kickoff, and our freshman kicker came in and kicked an unbelievable field goal, and we beat Manor. I won't forget that. I won't forget looking in his eyes down by 3 touchdowns and seeing the look of the champion. Seeing all year long when injuries go down or kids go down, he just stepped up and continued to encourage. And that's what it's all about. And I'm very proud to introduce this year's 2011 Team MVP to Ryan Higgins. man in the eye, grab him by the back of the neck and tell him, you ain't doing right, boy, or fool. You better get right. It's okay. And that's what we have. The most unbelievable group of young men that have hung together and have been through a lot this year and still found a way to win and win the right way, and that's with class. And that's the one thing I'm so proud of. This is great. That's not the greatest thing. Me being able to look at you walk down the halls, groomed and looking nice, and the way you conduct yourself, the way that you shake hands and look somebody in the eye, you guys are the cream of the crop of Hutto, Texas. Parents, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your young people's